Good evening, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe because for every subscriber, I get a new subscriber and I read a page from a book of my choice. So today I donated blood, which is something I highly recommend that you should do as well, if you can, of course, if you're in enough health to do so. And in this video, I am going to be reviewing the first volume of Deadman Wonderland. This is by Jinsei Kataoka and Kazuma Kondo. I suppose those are the writer and the artist, respectively. And this has about 210 pages. I rated it 4 stars because I think that this was a really good start to a manga series. And I think that it is certainly very underrated because I hardly remember that I have it in my possession since I hear so little about it. And yeah, I think it's very underrated as a matter of fact, and it has all the elements I enjoy, including suspense, spontaneity, aggression, conflict, as well as death mixed with certain supernatural elements, though I believe that these will grow in the coming books and they will be more prevalent perhaps. Ganta, who is the main character, the protagonist, he is sent to Deadman Wonderland, which is basically a prison for death row inmates, and this is because he is framed. He is basically manipulated into thinking that he is the one who murdered all his classmates. And to his knowledge, of course, he hasn't done this. I personally don't believe he has done this either, because no part of him could have done this. He was just chatting with a friend casually, and then suddenly all hell broke loose. Um, in Deadman Wonderland, he meets this character. She's quite weird, quite spontaneous as well, and he meets this character called Shiro. And Shiro, I believe, is the Japanese word for white, and she is extremely white as well. All she dresses is white. She's on the cover here as well. Um, she's very white, I believe. I'm not sure what she is exactly, but he meets her there, and she presents herself as both his friend, and I believe that she might also be a potential romantic interest, though of course I know nothing about the rest of the series. She protects him from all the dangers of the prison, because he could have died several times during the dangerous activities taking place there. And the prison, you might want to find out, is also a place which is used as an entertainment facility, so people from the public are brought in. They pay good money, I suppose, to look around the park, and the money is used to restore the damage done to Tokyo, which I believe about flooded 70% of it or something like that several years prior. Um, this first book, and I believe the rest of the series, has elements similar to those in Akira, Alice in Borderland, and to a certain extent even the game Brawl Stars, because if you've watched the video Star Park, it gave me the kind of very similar mood, very similar tone, and it's just up my alley, very fascinating, and I'll certainly think about this for quite some time. It is rather terrifying when you start putting two and two together, and also when you realize how the public is fooled into thinking that the deaths of the prisoners on death row are all fabricated. They think that it's all just an act, that there's some CGI going on, special effects or whatever, but the deaths are in fact real. The people who die in the games, they die forever, but they're death row inmates anyway, and they all have to wear a collar which is consistently injecting poison into their necks, and if they don't eat the sweet which will save them, which is meant to work as some sort of anti-venom, I suppose, they will die within the span of 3 days. And that is something that's also fascinating because there is the same sense of urgency which we can see with the visa thing in Alice in Borderland. There were some connections which I managed to make, which was quite interesting, and this is why I'd recommend this series to anyone who likes those sort of shows or manga series, even live action or anime, whatever you wish to watch if it's available. My theory is that all the prisoners are framed and that the deaths are all innocent lives lost. Because I believe that for the prison to keep making money, they need to keep framing people um, who have probably done bad things, and they use the red man to do this so that they can keep on generating money by killing innocent people, which is horrifying to say the least. But if it's true, it will add that extra layer of terror. But that is just my theory so far, of course. I hope I'm right, because it would be perfectly up my alley if that is the case. Um, I also have no clue what the Red Man may be, nor what he planted into Ganta's chest. I don't think we were told either. In fact, there isn't really a lot of dramatic irony, because we're as clueless as the characters are. And Shiro by now is a favorite character of mine, and her enthusiasm is very necessary under such circumstances which take place in the prison. I am both confused and intrigued simultaneously, and I can't wait to read more. I think you will see many more reviews for this series on my channel very, very soon. Um, I have a lot to say about this series so far, and I'm very happy to say it because that means more content, more views, more likes. Anyway, that's all I have to say about the first volume of Deadman Wonderland. Feel free to look into it, I recommend it very much. 4 stars is a very good rating from me. And as usual, if you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out anything else on my channel which might intrigue you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.